Welcome to the Graduate Job Podcast, your home for weekly information and inspiration to help you get the graduate job of your dreams.
Hello and welcome to the Graduate Job Podcast with your host, James Curran. The Graduate Job Podcast is your home for all things related to helping you on your journey to find that amazing job. Each episode I bring together the best minds in the industry, speaking to leading authors, graduate recruiters and career coaches who bring decades of experience into a bite-sized weekly 30-minute-ish show. Put simply, this is a show I wish I had when I graduated. Hello and welcome to the 105th episode of the Graduate Job Podcast, the UK's #1 careers podcast. I'm back after a break of a month or so, but it hasn't been a break for a holiday. It's been a period of frantic work behind the scenes on my online course, cunningly titled How to Get a Graduate Job. But, drumroll please, I am super excited. I am over the moon. I am happy as Larry. I'm very pleased to say that the course is now live. It's been a labour of love which I've been thinking about for 6 years and which I've been working full-time flat out on for the last 5 months. And I'm so excited now that it is finally live and that I can share it with you. And today I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk you through what you can expect in the course and also the never to be repeated bonuses that you can snaffle in the first week it's on sale. So today I'll take you through what the course is, who the course is for, and crucially, who the course is not for, what's included, what the bonuses are, and why you should take action. Links and show notes today can be found at graduatejobpodcast.com/live. Although, to be honest, the most important link to remember from today is howtogetagraduatejob.com, where you can get the course. So let's jump in at the beginning with who the course is for, because if it's not for you, this could be quite a short episode. My course has been specifically designed solely to help people who are applying for graduate jobs on a graduate scheme. If you're applying for one of the big graduate schemes in consulting, accounting, banking, FMCG, law, retail, the civil service, government generally, engineering, look, you know, the Times top 100 type of companies, then this course has been designed specifically for you. If, however, you're applying to a small 5-person firm around the corner, then it's not for you. Also, if you've got no idea who you want to apply to, then this course isn't going to help. If that's the case, check out my episode with John Lees on how to find a job you love. Read his great book on the topic, and then when you know who and which areas you want to apply to, come back, as this course might then be for you. It's been designed to take you through each stage of the process for these big graduate schemes. And you know why you need it. Because, to give you some bad news, getting a graduate job is hard. It's a hard, lonely process, and it's competitive. Super, super competitive. Never more so than this year, where the number of graduate jobs on offer is slightly down on previous years. But more than likely, you know that already. Now, maybe you are recently graduated and you've been applying for graduate jobs, you've been getting rejected and you aren't sure why. Maybe you keep hitting a brick wall and you just don't know what you need to do to get past the online testing stage, the interview stage, or the assessment centre stage. Maybe you're just about to graduate and you're not sure how you're going to get a graduate job in what is going to be one of the most competitive job markets in living memory. And the problem with graduate jobs is that they're one-shot only deals. You get one chance to apply to each company each year. If you mess it up, then that is it, sadly. You've just got to wait around to the following year for another chance. And as a result, candidates using a trial and error approach can end up wasting years trying to find the secret of what it is that they need to do. And it's really depressing when I see that they just get discouraged, they lower their standards, and they can just write graduate jobs off as too difficult. And instead, they just end up accepting any job and giving up on their dream of a graduate scheme. It doesn't have to be this way. It is all so avoidable if you know the secrets of what graduate recruiters are looking for. And this is what you will learn in my course. Remember, people don't get rejected from graduate schemes because they're bad candidates. They get rejected because they aren't properly prepared and because they don't know what to expect. And this is where my course comes in. It's a step-by-step course which will transform you into a laser-focused graduate job seeker who can be confident going into every stage of the process. So let's go through what is included. I've condensed down my years of knowledge from the podcast, from over 100 interviews with graduate recruiters and my guests, from my experience with my coaching clients and helping them to get their dream job, and my own personal experience of both sides of the graduate recruitment fence. I've boiled all of this down into a step-by-step course which I know is going to get results and which is going to help you get that dream graduate job. It's made up of 8 modules, which comprise 23 video tutorials from yours truly, which come in at 14 hours in length. And I have to say, recording all of that did put a toll on my voice, and I did end up sounding like Pat Butcher from EastEnders after 40 fags a day at one point. But I digress. So 8 modules, 23 videos and 20 different handouts, which include checklists, cheat sheets and plenty more to ensure that you aren't reinventing the wheel as you apply for graduate jobs. So let's now go through each module in turn and what it includes. So module 1 is on mindset. And in this first module, I take you through the mindset needed to get a graduate job. It's an absolutely crucial first step, which 99% of people applying for graduate jobs haven't ever thought about. This module ensures that you start your job search on the right foot, in the right frame of mind, and focusing on exactly the right things and with the correct behaviours. Get some of these aspects wrong, and you aren't going to be successful through the process. Next, we cover the pre-application phase of the process in Module 2. And again, it's one which the vast majority of candidates completely overlook. Getting a graduate job is akin to running a marathon. And the problem is that the majority of candidates ignore the pre-application phase, which is like turning up at the start of a marathon, having done 3 days worth of training, and then wondering why it hasn't gone very well. Module 2 gets you ready for the start line. It covers what you need to be working on and practicing, what and how to do research, and crucially, who you need to be speaking to. Get these in place and you are setting yourself up for success. Module 3 is the initial application phase. And since this one is so important, it is split into 6 video tutorials covering online application fundamentals, completing online applications, CVs, 7 real-life CVs which we go through, cover letters, and then the guide to proofreading. 75% of candidates fail at this stage. Yep, 75%. So we go deep into exactly what you need to do to make sure that you're one of the 25% of people that sails through this stage unscathed. This module is a biggie, with individual videos on CVs, cover letters, and online applications. We cover how to create CVs and cover letters which are going to get you results, and included are templates that you can customize and use for yourself, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel or use a ropey CV format from a friend of a friend. And you also get the chance to play graduate recruiter as we review 7 real-life CVs, and you can decide if they get through to the next stage or not. I also really go into detail on how to answer the questions that you're going to face with an online application. Yes, those answers that range from between 50 to 500 words of why you want to work for Company X, or the competency questions which you're going to face. I share insider secrets of how to answer these and the crucial mistakes that most candidates make. Now, we spend a lot of time on this module, but if you don't get this right, then you won't be going to the next stage. Now, Module 4 is on online tests, and I take you through exactly what you need to be doing to beat this stage of the process, which is just to whittle down the numbers. Between 50 to 70% of candidates fall at this stage. And after watching this video for Module 4, we will make sure that this isn't you. Module 5 is on the initial interview stage. And this is another big one. And as such, it's split into 6 video tutorials covering the introduction to interviews, why questions, competency questions, strength-based questions, telephone interviews, and then video interviews. I cover how to answer competency questions, strength-based questions, and the why questions you're going to face, such as why this firm, why this industry, etc. Now, there's also additional tutorials on telephone interviews and video interviews. So lots to take in this module, and by the end of it, you will feel ready to rock and roll with your STAR and STARS techniques, strength-based questions, and the left field questions like, how many marbles are there in a jam jar? Now, no matter what they ask you, you will be ready with the perfect answer. Module 6 is the stage that strikes fear into many people, assessment centres. And for this module, again, I've split it up into 6 video tutorials where we cover assessment centre fundamentals, group exercises, presentations, role plays, and interactive exercises, and then finishing with interviews. Lots to take in at this stage, and it is your chance to shine and impress in person. The company have shown that they like you by getting you to the assessment centre. They have shown that they want to give you the job, and we cover what you need to do so that you get the offer at the end of the day. Now, depending on how you got on with the assessment centre will determine if you jump first to Module 7 or Module 8. Module 7 is on offers, to get ready to start your graduate job, and how to juggle multiple offers. Yep, I'm expecting you to get multiple offers. Now, if it doesn't go to plan, then you can head to Module 8. Module 8 is on rejection. And sadly, rejection is a fact of life in applying for graduate jobs. So how you deal with it and how you learn from it is vitally important. We cover how to cope with rejection and, more importantly, how to move onwards and upwards. So as I said, lots of content. 14 hours of content across 23 video tutorials and 8 modules. But that is not all. As a member, you also get access to our private Facebook group where you're going to be able to share hints, tips, and advice with other people who are going through the same applications as you. There's also going to be regular private webinars for members where you'll get to go through applications, have Q&As, and generally make sure that you are ready for each stage of the process. Now, don't worry, you won't be alone. This support is there because I want you to succeed. And as such, I have a special bonus, a very special bonus for you to mark the launch of the course. And listen up, because this one is time sensitive. For the first week, the course is on sale. So through to midnight on the 30th of September, I'll be offering over £300 of additional coaching support. You will get 3 one-hour one-on-one coaching sessions with me that you can use at any point through the application process. You could use one during the initial application, you could use another one at the interview stage, and then you could use maybe one at the assessment centre. Or you could use them all for the assessment centre stage. It's entirely up to you. They are your credit to do with as you so fit. Now, my rate for these 3 sessions are worth £180. But that is not all. You also get 2 one-hour mock recorded video practice sessions, so you can make sure that you are ready for the recorded video interview sessions that you're going to face. You'll let me know you've got a recorded video interview coming up with the firm. I'll then research the questions you're going to face and program them into my special tool. You'll then be able to complete a mock recorded interview just as you will face with the company. And then what we'll do is we'll go through it together and we'll work on your performance, from your video setup to your delivery to how you've answered the questions. Now, 2 of these one-hour sessions are worth £135. But like the 3 one-hour one-on-one coaching sessions, if you buy the course before the 30th of September, I'll include them for free. So, you get the course with 14 hours of content across 23 video tutorials. You get 20 plus handouts from templates, checklists, cheat sheets, example questions, the definitive list of power verbs, just really good, useful general goodies. You also get the private Facebook group and private webinars. And you get over £300 of coaching support. It is an absolute bargain. And I'm so confident you're going to love the course that it comes with a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. so it is entirely risk-free. So before my voice goes again and I start sounding like Pat Butcher, which I do a bit already, I'm going to leave you there to have a think. You're at the point of decision. You can either continue down the path of least resistance, the path that you've may already been travelling, applying for jobs, getting rejected, and trying to figure all of this out by yourself. This path will probably result in getting the same outcomes that you've already got. Now here is a tough truth that you probably already know. If you want something different to happen, if you want to change the direction of your graduate job search and your life, you're going to have to do something different. If you want to make a choice to invest in yourself and your future, then head to howtogetagraduatejob.com and get immediate access to the course, which has everything you need to get started. You'll be glad you did. It'll be a decision that's going to pay itself back many thousand times over when you get the graduate job of your dreams. So there you go, a brief insight into the course. Head to howtogetagraduatejob.com where you can find out more and sign up. Make sure you do so before the 30th of September, as those bonuses won't be there for long. Join me next week when we explore the new kid on the block in the online testing world, games-based assessments. It's a goodie. See you next week.